Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. So till now we have discussed about basic concepts of biomechanics. So now we'll be taking mechanics of joints in detail. First of all, we'll be starting with shoulder joint, and don't forget to watch, and if you like our video, do share and subscribe. So today we will be discussing about introduction of shoulder complex, components and scapulothoracic joint. So, shoulder complex, it is composed of three bones, scapula, humerus and clavicle. They are interlinked with each other with the help of the multiple joints. Let's study about them. So let us see which joints are helping in forming the shoulder complex, and these play a very important role in it. So first one is sternoclavicular joint, that is a joint between sternum and clavicle. The second one is scapulothoracic joint. It is a joint between scapula and the thorax. Then acromioclavicular joint, that is a joint between acromion and clavicle. And glenohumeral joint, the most important one, that is a joint between humeral head and glenoid fossa. So we have fifth functional articulation, that is also considered as a part of a shoulder complex, and it is formed by the coracoacromial arch and the head of the humerus, as you can see in the diagram. Whole shoulder complex is connected to axial skeleton with the help of sternoclavicular joint, which gives large range of motion for the arm movement. But yes, stability of the joint is compromised due to this arrangement, and that is provided by the dynamic stability of the muscles. Let's have a look at scapulothoracic joint. So it is the articulation of scapula with the thorax. It is not a true joint, but yes, articulation of scapula, it depends on anatomic position of acromioclavicular and sternoclavicular joint. So here is the position of the scapula with respect to thorax. So basically it is positioned between second and seventh rib, and it is 2 inches away from the midline. Let's have a look how it is placed in the frontal plane and the vertical plane. So in frontal plane, scapula position is basically, it is 30 to 40 degree in forward direction, and if we look at the vertical plane, it is tilted anteriorly at an angle of around 10 to 20 degree. So it is very important to know the position of a scapula, because while doing our assessment, it is very important to assess the position of scapula, whether it is in a correct position or not, and if it is not lying in the correct position, or if any default is there, then definitely that will compromise the stability of the shoulder complex and can lead to multiple problems. So let's see which are the motions available at the scapulothoracic joint. Elevation, depression, protraction, retraction, upward rotation, downward rotation. So basically the basic function of scapular motions is to orient the glenoid fossa for optimal contact while we are doing the movement of the arm. If the scapula is not able to make optimum contact with the thorax, then it can lead to multiple stability compromises and can lead to multiple problems while doing movements of arm. So now let us see how scapulothoracic joint is stabilized. So basically it is stabilized with the help of SC and AC joint. It is the integrity of SC and AC joint which helps in stabilization of the scapulothoracic joint. And very important, the muscles which are attached to the thorax and scapula will be helping in the stabilization of the scapulothoracic joint. We will meet soon with the further discussion on the shoulder complex. And if you like this video, do like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much.